Hey, welcome to the Season 5 Fall Halloween Show, and check it out. First time ever making a Halloween, Thanksgiving, fall harvest tree. Look at this. Right now it's the harvest tree, later it'll be the Halloween tree. This is really fun. You don't just have to have a Christmas tree, you can have one for every season. Cheers. Enjoying a pumpkin spice coffee, of course. Great job on the tree. Love it. I'm going to do this every year. It's fantastic. I had an Easter tree, a summer tree, Christmas tree, of course. Then, closer to Halloween, this fall tree will turn into a Halloween tree, like I mentioned earlier. Yeah, it's already October. Can you believe it's October? Unbelievable. I was just on the beach, it seems, in Ippawash, talking about my dad's death that happened on October 10th. Oh, well, hello, Zenny cat. How are you? This is Zenny, the neighbor's cat. She always comes over and visits all the time. Pretty cute. Yeah, good girl. Not good girl, bad. Anyways. Yep, October's here already. What the hell's going on? And, well, Canada supposedly lifted the mandate so we can all go on a trip. But who the hell can go now? The hurricanes ruined all the islands. Still stuck in Canada. Fuck. Yep, so the air's getting chillier, the leaves are turning color. It's a beautiful time of year. And the sun's still warm. It's just nice, crisper air. It's nice. It's beautiful. Take a nice walk in the woods, go kayaking. You can still do that. Pumpkin spice, so good.
Smothered in gravy.
Yep, Thanksgiving, harvest time. Time to give thanks. And it's not a good time to be a fucking turkey. But you know what? I discovered something pretty cool. I made some turkey burgers. And those turkey burgers would have been fantastic on their own. But you know what? I went mental and turned them into a hot turkey sandwich. You know, normally you have a hot turkey sandwich with bread, turkey, gravy, that kind of thing. But I did it with a turkey burger, and it was fucking phenomenal, far better. And I think I might show you that recipe right now. Why not? It's the fall season show, and it's Thanksgiving. You want to eat turkey? Eat other good stuff? So here is the recipe now. The turkey burger hot sandwich gravy supreme sandwich surprise. What? Mr. Chicken, relax. Relax. It's Thanksgiving. No one eats chicken. Well, maybe a few people. I won't be. Everyone eats turkey. You're safe, alright? You're a chicken. You're not a turkey. Hey, try to console Mr. Chicken here. He's freaking out because it's Thanksgiving and I'm going to make some ground up turkey burgers. And he thinks he's a turkey. You're not a turkey. Relax. Let's get into the kitchen and make those burgers. Okay, let's get started. I'll show you what you'll need. You will need some ground turkey, some crushed chilies, some salt, thyme, caraway seed, garlic, ground pepper, salt, some crackers, a stick of celery, an egg, some garlic, believe it or not, just a pinch of curry, it makes it amazing. Onions, gonna chop up some mushrooms, some Worcestershire sauce. I can never say it. Can never say that. And some turkey ready bread. This is already pre-seasoned like stuffing. Absolutely amazing. This is gonna be the best turkey gravy sandwich you've ever had. Now let's get at it. Now first thing, wash your hands. Always wash your hands before you cook, prepare any kind of meal. And every time you're handling the turkey, you want to wash your hands after, and always, because you don't want to get no salmonella. Okay, put your ground turkey into a bowl. Get your egg. Crack it open, throw it in there. Season with salt and pepper to taste. Now a nice little secret to round out the taste. Curry, believe it or not. Just a pinch. Just a pinch. Actually 2 pinches is fine. 2 pinches of curry. Nothing strong, just something to give it a nice round, bold taste. It's fantastic. It won't taste like Indian food, it'll just be amazing. About a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Now put your thyme into a spice crusher. That's about I don't know, half a teaspoon. Grind her up like so. You're gonna add that to the turkey, ground turkey as well. Now I just did the same thing with caraway. I've never tried this before, but I love caraway in rye bread, so might be good in turkey. Let's find out. Now a few crushed chilies. Now take about 4 or 5 crackers, put them in your spice grinder thingy up. Throw them in there, just crumble them with your hand, really. You don't need to do this, but I'm gonna do it. Why not? It's kind of fun. I feel like a witch. Well, too early for Halloween, still just Thanksgiving, right? But whatever. You get in practice for Halloween. Yeah, so once you get these crushed up, you're gonna add that to the turkey. It'll help absorb the moisture and keep things together, I guess. That's why they put it in there. Now, time to get messy. You gotta mush this shit up with your hand. Get your hand in there and squish it around. Mix it all in with your hand. It's the best way. You could use a fork, I guess, but this is better. I guess, I don't know. I like it. It seems better. And then you can get a feel of how many more crackers you need to add. If it's still too wet, you add more crackers until it's not as wet. All right, I think I got it, you know, and I forgot to add a half a minced onion actually, so I'm gonna do that now. Put it in the chopper and mince her up. All right, just drop those in the chopper. Take the lid on, mince away. Sure as hell saves you a lot of time from chopping. These electric choppers are fantastic. Yep, so once minced, add to the turkey. And you're gonna blend in with your hand again. All right, now wasn't that easy? That's all prepared. Now it's time to form the burgers, put them into a skillet, and fry them up, and man, it's gonna be so fantastic. Can't wait, let's get it going. Yeah, so let's set your pan at, let's say medium. You don't wanna be burning the crap out of your burgers, right? You just wanna be nice. Yeah, this is a non-stick pan, so, but I'm gonna use a little bit of margarine anyways. Put that in there. Wait for that to heat up. While that's heating up to melt the margarine, I am gonna start forming the burgers. So it's kind of a messy job. Just grab it with your hands and roll a little ball and keep flattening out like so. Flattening out to the edges, so you end up with a round disc. Like that, look at that. Doesn't that look great? Better than going to damn McDonald's. You just make yourself a nice, beautiful turkey burger, and if you can get it off your hand, there. Into the pan it goes. Ta-da! Now we're gonna make about 4 more to fit into that pan. Oh yeah, look at that. So I managed to make 3 instead of 4 because I want them extra large. You just press them down so you got nice discs formed in the pan. Listen to them sizzle away. Oh man, smells good already. Now, while those are frying up, time to make the gravy. Alright, so that other half of onion, you can just sort of chop it up. You know, you don't want to mince it, you just want to chop it. Just like that. Now you're going to chop up some celery. I always like putting a line right down the bottom of the base part, so it's not such big chunks, right? And then you start chopping. Now, do the same with the mushrooms. Yeah, so 1/2 of onion, 1 stick of celery, and I'm guessing 4 or 5 mushrooms, because you can never have too many fried mushrooms, 'cause man, I love them. Now for a side dish, I chopped up some carrots at the bottom of the steamer, and some chopped up potatoes. Then on top I put asparagus. Gonna steam those up, and that's gonna be great. I'm gonna mash up those carrots and the potatoes. It'll be fantastic. Add carrots to your mashed potatoes. It's really good. Fried onions is really good too, but you know, can't go too crazy. So I think my burgers are done here. Take a look at that. You want to take these out of the pan now, and you're gonna saute your celery, onions, and mushrooms. Yeah, so I just removed the patties from the frying pan. Look at that beautiful stack of burgers. Fantastic. And in the frying pan, I added some margarine, a tablespoon of margarine. Now I'm going to saute the celery, mushrooms, and onions. Look at that. Right into that pan that fried up the burgers. So once these cook, we're going to add the broth and then the flour. No, actually the flour first, because we're making the gravy in this pan. Okay, now you're going to add your broth, which I'm going to use some package of chicken broth in powder form. Sorry, Mr. Chicken. Into 3/4 of a cup of hot water. Alright, adding the package into the measuring cup, and boiled some water and fill her up. And I'm going to use a cup of water because I want a little more gravy. Now to stir it up and dissolve it. Yeah, so keep stirring your mixture in the pan so it's all sauteed, and you want the celery to be soft and the onions to be transparent or even caramelized, as I call it, referring to the color. And once that's done, we're going to add flour to this pan because that's going to thicken the gravy. Now a little extra note, I added more water because I want more gravy. I got 4 burgers here. I can't just have 1 cup of gravy. Screw that. So I just added another package of broth and some more water, 2 cups of water, and yeah, because I want more gravy. Alright, now I think it's ready, so time to add the flour. You sprinkle it over top of the mixture in the pan and just gently turn it over until it covers all of the onions and mushrooms and celery. Do this first, and then you'll add your second tablespoon of flour. I'm going to add a bit more margarine to the pan. Alright, so I added the second tablespoon of flour, and again, and a bit more margarine, and turning it over, covering all the ingredients with flour. This, believe it or not, you'll never get lumps. It's amazing. Okay, now it's all covered evenly with the flour. Now you're going to slowly add your broth. Just a bit at a time. Keep stirring. Every time you pour it in, you stir. Once it thickens up, you pour a bit more in. Seems to be maybe 2 tablespoons at a time. You just keep stirring. Mix it all up. You won't get lumps by doing this process. Oops, sorry. You won't get lumps by doing this process. Now just keep adding your broth slowly until it's all in there. Keep stirring. Yeah, so I put a cup of the broth in so far, and the consistency and the look is like mashed potatoes, believe it or not. Look at that. You're gonna think, what the fuck? What kind of gravy is this? But be patient, keep adding the broth. I freaked out the first time too when I did it. I was like, what the hell did I do? Alright, so now I've added the rest of the broth in here and you keep stirring it around like this. See that? It's not the mashed potatoes, which is not mashed potatoes, but it looks like mashed potatoes, is becoming gravy. You know, even if it's still too thick for your liking, just add more water. No big deal. But yeah, this should be good. And at the temperature I have it at is just at about 3, 4. No higher. You don't need any higher than that. Yeah, so with 2 cups of broth, it's looking like a nice, thick, beautiful gravy. And if you don't like it this thick, you can add a little more water. No big deal. Oops, I forgot to chop up garlic and put it into the gravy mixture while I'm sauteing all the other stuff. So I had to cheat and put some garlic powder into the gravy right now. Figures. Yeah, so like half a teaspoon, you know, with a pinch, throw it in there. I don't really measure it, I eyeball it. Now, gonna add some Worcestershire sauce into the gravy. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, that's gonna be great. Mix that garlic and Worcestershire sauce. I can never say that. Fuck. All these years I've been using it since I was a kid and I still can't say it. Yep, burgers are done. Gravy is done. How are the vegetables doing? Oh, steaming up really nice. Beautiful. This is going to be unbelievably great. All right, now it's time to serve up the plate. Get your plate. Place the plate down. And you get your turkey ready bread. Look at that. Stuffing, flavored bread. Absolutely amazing. Walmart sells it too. They make it. But I found this at a local store. So first things first. Put a slice of that on your plate. All right, and there it is. Oh wow, smells just like stuffing. This is so cool. Place it there. Now, cut yourself some slices of cheese. I'm using Gouda, but you could use any kind. You could use mozzarella, you know, Havarti, whatever, cheddar even. Now just slide this over to one side of the plate because you need room for your mashed potatoes. Now, place a nice hot juicy burger right on top of that cheese and it'll melt away. Now serve up some of your mashed carrots and potatoes. That looks great. Look how festive that looks. Much nicer looking. You get the beautiful orange of the carrots mixed in with the potatoes. You can actually add parsley too to give it a nice touch of green. Now placing some asparagus on this side. Oh man, what a delicious sight. Now there, I just topped all with the gravy. I thought I was recording the process, but I forgot to push record like an idiot. But you know, do you really need to see it? There's the end result. What a beautiful array of flavors. There you have it. The fabulous turkey burger sandwich smothered with mushroom and onion gravy and celery. You know what's in it. Look at that. I can't wait to dig in. Well, the table's all set. Time to dig in. Man, oh man, check that out. Absolutely beautiful. Everything's smothered in beautiful gravy. Oh my god, I wish you could taste it through the camera, but I'll try it right now and try to describe it for you. Oh yeah. It looks too good to eat, but whatever. It's meant to be eaten. Here goes. Oh man, if you could only smell this now. Oh, amazing. How are you supposed to describe that? Heaven in your mouth. Absolutely amazing. My God. I'll never have a boring, regular hot turkey sandwich again. This is the best. What do you think, chicken? Yep. Take a look at that chicken. Yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky that's not you. Anyways, you will love this recipe. Absolutely fantastic. Your friends will thank you. And you know what? Happy Thanksgiving. This is Thanksgiving well, the day after Thanksgiving, it was here, Thanksgiving here in Canada, October 10th. Now it's the 11th. But anyways, happy Thanksgiving. Serve this. It'll be a nice switch, nice surprise. Not the same old crappy dried up turkey you get served. This is moist and beautiful, and the melted cheese and the stuffing bread. It's unbelievably perfect. There. Hey, check out the fall tree. I just spooktified it. Now it's a Halloween tree. And it looks fantastic, because Halloween's just right around the corner. Just in time. Love that pumpkin spice. Hey, what do you think of the decor? Pretty awesome, eh? Pretty fun decorating for Halloween. Pumpkins, ghouls, and ghosts. Even in the tree, I got some marshmallow treats in there. Some marshmallow witches, ghouls, and what have you. So whoever goes to the tree can say trick or treat, and the tree will give you a treat. Pretty spooky. Yeah, this is pretty fun. You know, look at the table here with skulls with chains on it. Which, you know, reminds me of some shit I've been watching lately. The Jeffrey Dahmer, revisiting that fucking creepy shit. Yeah, for some reason I've been binging on serial killers on YouTube. Actual interrogations of these people. And you know the scary thing is? They seem perfectly normal, nice, funny. They look normal. Nothing creepy about them. And that, you don't know who the fuck you're ever going to talk to. If you ever talk to these people in public, you'd never know in a million years they had bodies in the basement or what have you. Like, there's no warning signs. That's really scary. One lady, she killed her workers on her farm and fed their bodies to the fucking pigs because it was a pig farm. Another guy in BC, he killed hookers and stuff like that and injected them with antifreeze for a slow, painful death. These fucking people, they want to have sex with people, but they don't want to engage mentally. So they kill their victims. Ted Bundy did the same thing. He didn't want to interact with the people he was having sex with, so he killed them. Jeffrey Dahmer, he said he got frustrated when they kept moving too much when they had sex. So he drugged them, and then he just started killing them. You know the crazy thing is that before he started murdering people, he actually looked in the obituary, found a young guy who just died, went to the grave where he was buried, tried to dig up the body, but he couldn't do it because the ground was too hard. But he was going to dig up the body and fuck it. So he claimed he killed people and kept their skulls and, like I got on my table here, skulls with chains attached to it. What am I, fucking nuts? You know, people think this is cool and funny and entertaining, but when it comes to real life, there's nothing cool about it. But anyways, he didn't want his victims to leave him. He'd eat their hearts, their liver, their arm muscles. Is that really a true case, or is this an excuse, or a true excuse? Or did he really enjoy killing them? Because he liked watching The Exorcist, and he would chant before he'd kill, because one guy escaped and he revealed that information. So was it really just about sex? I don't know. It's so weird how people get so fucked up mentally over sex and sexuality. Like, what is it? You know, it's just bizarre. Is it your childhood that fucked you up? Molestation? Who knows? But you know, speaking of sex, it's not always bad. It reminds me of a girl. I have some spiders on that tree there. I just wrote a song called Spider Girl. And only because it was supposed to be called Bad Girl. And then I was going to call it Summer Lover. And but it's about a girl in high school, 1985. Her name was Sandra. Absolutely gorgeous. I saw her on the bus. Beautiful. I go, do you mind if I take your picture? And so she let me do that, and she was absolutely fantastic. Look at that face. What a smile. Gorgeous eyes. Little did I know that she was a bad girl. Oh yeah, she caught me caught up in her web. And that's not why I called it SpydaWoman, because the song I did here is, it's got the Van Halen feel, the shuffle, and people are going to go, oh, he's just ripping off Van Halen. True. Why not? Van Halen ripped off everyone else. They got that shuffle from fucking ZZ Top and Vanilla Fudge, so whatever. But really, that shuffle didn't originate by Van Halen. Bands did it before with that tempo, and their father played in a big band, big band crap, jazzy kind of shit. They did all kinds of jazzy shuffles and boogies and all that kind of stuff. It's very normal back in the day. So I threw in the theme song for the solo for Batman, the original theme song, and you'll recognize it, I hope. And just to show that that's completely the feel of Van Halen. Like the Hot for Teacher thing, I'm the one. So yeah, I threw in
the Spider-Man theme
just to say, no, it wasn't Van Halen. This has been going around for a lot longer than that. So I call this song SpydaWoman because I got the Spider-Man theme in there. And you know, she did kind of capture me and this other girl and made us do some naughty stuff. So it's suitable. She's a Spider-Woman, and cheers to her and her spider web. Here's the video of that song right now.
getting fancy with her friend in the pantry. Her boyfriend came on early and this is where she shoved us in. Well, as soon as he left, she led us up to her bedroom, and this is where the threesome started to begin. She's a bad girl. 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 She's my summer lover. She's got my mind and soul with a single shade. She spins me round, honest like no other, seven and jamming all summer long. Woo!
Hey, wasn't that fantastic video? That rocked and kicked fucking ass, I must say. Fantastic SpydaWoman. What a fantastic girl, what a fantastic song, and what a great video. Yeah, that was excellent. Just perfect timing for Halloween. Now, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, serial killers, Jeffrey Dahmer. I wonder, if you watch previous episodes, was my dad murdered? We were always told he committed suicide on October 10th, 1968, but did he? Kind of odd. He's a doctor, just started a practice, bought a Volkswagen bus, 5 kids, just got life insurance. That's usually a death sentence right there. But the cops say there was evidence of blackmail. There was a guy named Charles Kingsley who was kind of gay. Did he blackmail him saying, you know what, suck my cock or I'll tell everyone that you're gay? Or my mom suspected my dad was gay. Doesn't mean he was. She just found it odd that she found a note saying, I'm with you with all that I am, from this Charles Kingsley guy. So yeah, you would think there's some gayness going on there, but this guy might have been just pursuing my dad, trying to blackmail him. Couldn't have been, might not have been gay at all. So, did he get murdered? Did he kill himself thinking, oh my God, my life is fucked because of this guy? Not thinking he could just call the cops and report him. And amazingly, we found out this guy, Charles Kingsley, embezzled other doctors like 6 years before that, and was arrested in Florida and tried to embezzle his vocal teacher too. He was an opera singer, by the way. So yeah. Did my mom do it for life insurance? That's the #1 reason right there. We had prowlers around the house, snooping into windows. We always thought there were prowlers, but it was the cops, most likely, investigating her. And I said that to my mom. That wasn't prowlers. That was the cops investigating you. And she didn't say anything to me like, how dare you say that? She just looked at me with a straight face, because she knew. Even my grandparents, my dad's mom and dad, told my mom that they blamed her for many years for his death. And I assumed it was just blamed her because of her personality, maybe, bitching at him, whatever. But no, I think they meant actually blamed her for his death, possibly murder. So yeah, maybe this is why we didn't see too much of them, because they thought that she killed him for the life insurance. But as years went by, I think they clued in that maybe he had mental problems. My mom thought he was schizophrenic, but you can't be schizophrenic being a doctor. And the only evidence, she said, was, oh, I go, tell me some proof that he was schizophrenic. Oh, he walked in the door with his eyes glazed and he didn't say nothing. I'm like, Okay, this is the 60s. He was fucking high. Give me another example. Always, she says, always walking down the hallway at the hospital going, wee, I'm flying. I'm going, oh, for fuck's sakes. He's obviously trying out the drugs or on acid or something. Doctors were all doing acid before the hippies were because it made them, they thought, smarter. And actually kind of does. I remember doing that. I was brilliant at French. The next day I was useless at it. So there is some truth there. So luckily I had a moment with my mom. We were using divining rods. And if you don't know what those are, look up Road to Rock Season 4, Episode 4, the Halloween show. I think it's Episode 4. And learn all about that. And we're in the living room, and I said, well, I don't think Dad would want to have you contact him. And she goes, why not? Right away. So right then I knew, okay, she didn't have anything to do with his death, because you wouldn't react that way. So that was a good moment for me to confirm that, you know, she probably did nothing to him just by that reaction. So I was lucky I had that moment, so I can rule that out. It was amazing she was open to have any kind of contact with him. I thought it was kind of nice. You know, she hasn't been buried at his grave yet. She's supposed to be buried at his grave. She bought the grave site, 5 different plots for my dad, her, and all the kids. My family members have not buried her yet. They don't seem to care to. She died in 2013. Hasn't been laid to rest yet. Something is fucking sick and evil and horrible. And I'm talking about Jeffrey Dahmer and everything else. I don't have to look too far from my own family. And what I mean by that is that my family are pretty scary themselves with how they conduct themselves, things they say, how they treat me, how they treat their own mother, not even burying her yet. And when she died, no one got together right away. Unbelievable. Fucking sick. 2 months later, it's just mind-boggling. I don't think they give a shit that she died. They don't care to lay her remains to rest. I think they're jealous and pissed off that she wanted to leave the house to me, and this is what they're doing to take out their frustrations or anger towards her by doing this, treating me like shit, jealous that I was left the house, not because I'm better or great, because I loved the house and appreciated it, and that was the real reason for it. She always said, oh, the house is just money to them. She didn't want them just treating the house like it's fucking nothing. And she was right about that. They didn't give a shit about the house. They never came around to visit. They didn't, like, very rare. Chris said he cut ties with mother years ago. You don't cut ties with your mother or your family. I haven't heard from that guy in fucking eons. I don't think he even cares to even contact us. But I noticed on Facebook, they're all added friends on each other's list. Susan, Shannon, Sean, and Chris, all friends with each other. Not me. Fucking assholes. What a bunch of sick, jealous pieces of shit. And jealous they are. Jealous that my mom wanted to leave the house. I can understand that pissing someone off. Like, I'm not stupid. But, you know, long before that, Sean was always fucking jealous. Stealing my clothes, money, everything else. Totally pissed me off. Albums. I remember one time when we were really young, for some fucking reason, he came up to me and pushed me like this, going, oh, I can take you. Like, wanted to have a fight. What brother does that to another brother? I was so fucking in shock, and I was just hitting him like pretty mildly. And he's like, oh, you can't even fight. Or like I'm really going to fucking knock you out. Give me a break. That'd be really stupid. But I was just such in shock. I was even crying. I was going, who fucking does that? What brother does that to their own brother? It's truly sick. So he's obviously jealous. My mom told me, Shannon said, oh, why does Stephen have to be the good-looking one in the family? Oh, like it's my fault. Like, fuck. Just luck of the draw. Shake the dice and what comes out of her crotch? Me, hi. Fuck. You can't choose who you are. Like, it's unreal. So anyways, what am I fucking talking about? Susan, is she jealous? I can't see why. Maybe go over that house thing. I remember even years ago, she'd come to the house. she'd walk in the door. Very rare she came to the house, but whenever she did, she'd come in the door and go, "Hi, how are you?" Oh, so friendly and smiley and nice. Oh, isn't she a nice sister? She's so nice and friendly. But that disappeared the next day, and for the next week she would stay. That nice, loving personality disappeared. So that was at the front, obviously. Fake. Fucking fake. So, if my mom had nothing to do with his death, and if perhaps he didn't kill himself, who did? The gay guy, the gay opera singer? Maybe he was mad that he wouldn't want to be his boyfriend or some fucking crap. He killed him. Or perhaps my dad was going to call the police on him. Maybe he said, "Knock it off or I'm going to call the cops." Then Charles Kingsley was going, "Oh, I better kill this guy." That's a possibility. Or was it my Uncle Neil? Oddly enough, when I stayed in, my mom named me after a boyfriend named Steve. He lived in Ottawa. Soon after my dad died, which is kind of weird, my mom takes me, only me, to Ottawa. I mentioned this in a previous episode. Go to Ottawa. She dumps me off at Uncle Neil's house and tells me, "Oh, I have to go back to London." And before that, I remember her in the hotel talking to someone on the phone in a very deep, emotional manner. And it's funny that I would know that at age 4 or 5, that it was a deep, emotional way of speaking. But you just instinctively know that. So anyways, I'm dumped off at my uncle's house for 3 nights, and I know that because I pissed the bed each night. So I counted. It's hard to forget that one. And I remember my mom came back, my Aunt Anne was so kind of pissed off and bitching at her because I found out many years later she never went to London. She stayed in Ottawa at a fucking hotel. Me and Shannon went up to my Uncle Neil's house in Ottawa not too long ago, a few years back. And before, well, I don't know how many years it's been now. But anyways, he goes, "Oh, your mother stayed at such and such hotel for 3 nights, proving she never left. She went to see that Steve guy and probably fucked him for those 3 nights. Soon after my dad died, you don't care he dies. You're quickly trying to hook up with the Steve guy. That's suspicious. Yeah, but how did Uncle Neil know that she was at that hotel? How did she explain that one? Well, I'm going to be at the hotel. Here's Stephen. Take care of him. That's weird. Or was it Uncle Neil that she was visiting? Was she having an affair with our dad's brother? Did he kill her? Kill him? I know that sounds crazy, but everything's possible. Because I kept asking my Uncle Neil questions about my dad. Did you know he was schizophrenic? Did your grandparents know, or did your parents know that he was schizophrenic? Anything. Was he gay? Whatever. And he just goes, he just seemed to avoid me. He didn't want to answer my questions where I rightfully need answers for. I'm his fucking son, for Christ's sakes. We need to have answers. Been all these years. So he just avoids me. Very odd. Getting too close under his skin. Maybe he knows something that we should know. I don't know. Very suspicious. Yeah. Very suspicious indeed. It's very haunting having all these questions unanswered. Just to be able to speculate and try and analyze, but you're just going in circles and circles and circles and never get anywhere. Speaking of gay guys, I have a suspicion that maybe my brother Sean might be gay or partly gay, bi. And I'll tell you why I think that. Well, he moved to Toronto many years ago and he always remained there. And that's fucking gay capital of Canada. Everyone's fucking gay there, it seems. But he wanted to get into theater, which is another gay trait. Doesn't mean so, but there's other evidence. Like, I had a guy renting a room at our house, going to Fanshawe College in London, staying at my mum's house. He came to me going, "Oh my God, Sean has a Playgirl magazine under his bed, under his mattress." And I'm thinking, what the fuck are you doing looking under his mattress anyway? He's trying to steal shit? But, so I go to the room with him, we look under the mattress, there's nothing there. So I'm thinking, oh, okay, is this guy full of shit? Or was it really there and Sean moved it and hid it? You know, you can write that off as curiosity, right? To compare yourself to other guys, to see how you measure up and whatever. Write that one off as curiosity. But a few years after that, my brother would stay from Toronto. He had his duffel bag in the basement. And I have to check his bags to make sure he's not stealing my clothes, records, CDs, whatever. And lo and behold, again, there's a Playgirl magazine in his fucking bag. So 2 times, 1 time, you write it off as curiosity. Or maybe he's going to play some joke on somebody, whatever. 2 times, he might be liking what he's looking at in the fucking Playgirl magazine, which is a magazine full of naked guys. Like, what the fuck? You know, there was a time he was arrested for drugs. And he had no qualms about telling the whole family, oh, I got arrested for drugs, had to spend weekends in jail. Then there was another time he got arrested and had to go to jail, but he never wanted to reveal on what that reason was. Why? I go, why did you go to jail? Oh, he goes, oh, something stupid. So it couldn't have been drugs. He had no problem telling us that. What was he doing? In a park, getting sucked off for crack? Or jerking off? Or flashing someone? Who fucking knows? But he didn't tell anyone. I can only speculate. So it has to be something really embarrassing or bad like that to not want to tell anyone. But he's always had girlfriends. And some pretty damn cute ones too. So, good on you for that. But, what's with the Playgirl magazines? I don't know. Why were you arrested? Something so embarrassing that you couldn't tell the family. Were you doing something naughty in the park? Possible. Guys do that for crack, because he got hooked on crack. And crack and naughty stuff in the park go together. God, come to think of it, my whole family's kind of fucked up that way. I remember sleeping at my sister's house in Toronto in the 80s and sharing the same bed, because why not? What's supposed to happen, right? There was nowhere else to fucking sleep. And I remember her saying, going, incest is best. And I'm like, excuse me? Holy fuck. I just didn't say a word after that because I think she wanted me to fuck her or some shit. That's fucking crazy. Man, incest is best. Coming from a girl who claimed that my dad, or our dad, or molested her and my brother Shannon. But then she denied it. And my brother Shannon denies it too. So were they molested by my dad? I fucking hope not. And I kept asking him, I don't want to be buried by dad if he molested you. And if he did, fucking tell me, because how dare you even let me be buried by someone who's a freak like that. So fucking let me know. But you probably bullshitted about that anyways, because there's lots of evidence of you guys posting things on Facebook. Oh, here's dad looking fantastic, and my sister posts a picture of my dad with my sister and brother Shannon on his lap going, oh, gone too soon. So I'm like, gone too soon? What, you want to get molested more? But you know, when kids are molested when they're young, it really fucks them up though, right? So I don't know if it happened to Susan or Shannon, but you know, something strange about Shannon. Makes me wonder. Yeah, I was thinking, should I tell this story or not? But I'm thinking, they don't give a fuck if I'm alive or dead. My mom's been dead since 2013. I never get a phone call. No one comes to visit for Christmas, Easter. They don't check up on me during the pandemic. I'm going, they don't give a shit if I'm alive or dead, so fuck it. I'll just say whatever I have to. And I'm not saying this out of revenge or vengefulness or anything. It's just facts of my stupid family. And just to cut to the chase, Shannon, my oldest brother, likes to wear diapers. He associates diapers with sexual activity. And surprisingly, he's not the only one. I googled it. There's all kinds of fucking guys on the internet that want to wear diapers and be in a playpen and had that kind of a role play scenario. I even knew a girl that was really hot, and she wanted me to lay on her lap while she was naked and feed me a baby bottle. So I'm like, okay, whatever works for you. I went along with it. It's hilarious. But so there is some fun and games with that, but I think it's a little darker and more sinister in this case, unfortunately. Well, if my dad did molest him, that would explain the diapers associated with sex. My mom worked at a private lab. She said she found a box of Pampers in the parking lot. She brought them into the lab. Then one was missing, and she's like, oh my God, what the fuck's going on? Such it drove her crazy that this diaper was missing. And then one time when we were really young, I don't know how old I was or whatever, but we were really young. Shannon comes home laughing his head off. Oh my God, someone wrote on a diaper going, my name is Mikey and he shit in it. Come look at it. And he's like laughing hysterically. So we go up there and see this diaper on the side of the street with a poo in it. And it says, hi, my name is Mikey. And we thought, well, that's fucking bizarre. Fast forward to high school days. I come home from school and my sister Susan and my brother Chris are in the attic. I go up the stairs and they're throwing all these towels down and garbage bags and stuff out of the attic. And my sister goes, why did you put my baby bottle in the attic with my picture in it? Blaming me. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I never did that. What the hell's going on? What's with all the towels? And they're going, well, we found all this shit in the fucking attic. Like, so many fucking towels. And her baby bottle in the attic with her fucking picture in it. And the bottle kind of smelled like shit. And I'm going, why does it smell like poo? It's fucking odd. Why did I smell it? But never in my wildest imagination that I would ever think that maybe was going up someone's ass. Fuck. Like, I don't really know what the hell was going on. And then we looked under the insulation in the attic. There's fucking suitcases hidden under the insulation. And there's fucking homemade diapers in them, like out of garbage bags. And some dried up pieces of shit. So what the fuck was going on in the attic? Turns out it was my brother Shannon. And then I found my fishing rod that was missing for years, my brother's golf club. So more jealous revenge shit right there. Hiding our personal belongings because he's jealous of us or something. Really fucking crazy. Or maybe he's mad at something. But oh boy, I don't know what the hell was that all about. And then yeah, so that was a dark secret for many years. And I don't know if Shannon knew that we knew. We never said a fucking thing because it was just too creepy and disturbing. And every time we're watching TV and a diaper commercial came on, you're like, oh my fucking God. Oh, because, wow. Fuck. Oh, that was so uncomfortable. You know, he had a friend named Alan Kennedy that was really bizarre too. And, like, was this Alan Kennedy gay? Because I remember one time this fucking Alan Kennedy tried to rip off Sean, my youngest brother's pajamas. He got obsessed, started pulling on his and trying to rip his pajama bottoms off. And Shannon's friends with this fucking guy. And then we go into the bus going to school, and this Alan Kennedy would try and sit beside Sean all the time. So he was definitely a fucking faggot. And Shannon's hanging around this fucking guy? Were they doing shit together? Is that where the confusion came? I don't know. So, you know, I watched this Jeffrey Dahmer shit, and I think about my family going, fuck, we're just as fucked maybe. I don't know. And come to think of it, when I was going out with this girl named Mary Brennan, I'm 16, and I'm not sure, 16, 17, 18, I went out for 3 years, and during that period of time, there was a moment where my brother Shannon, she was standing against the wall at the bottom of the staircase. I'm sitting on the stairs. I think Sean, there's other people around. Something came over my brother Shannon. He got totally obsessed and something came over him, put his arms against the wall, trapping Mary against the wall and himself and just going all horny like a rapist. And I'd say, get the fuck away from her, you fucking freak. And he wouldn't. It took a little bit to snap him out of his fucking whatever overcame him. That's a fucking disturbing memory. What the hell was that? Like a fucking rapist? Then you got the fucking diapers in the attic and my sister's picture in a baby bottle? What the fuck's that all about? I really hope they weren't molested by my fucking dad. You sure as hell would think so by this kind of crap. But then Susan wouldn't be that shocked, would she, about the picture in the baby bottle? So, I don't know. So, fast forward again to year 2000, or maybe 1998. So we thought that was maybe just a phase he went through when he was young. That's long gone, right? No. Nope. Not at all. Luckily, my ex-girlfriend Trish was a slut, and she was on a dating phone line called Quest, some dating site that was on the phone line. This is before the internet. And she goes, oh my God, your brother Shannon's on the internet trying to pick up people, saying his name is Mikey. Mikey. So I listened to the message, because people leave a message. Hi, I'm a blonde. I got nice tits. I'd like to fuck you tomorrow night. Or, hi, I like long walks on the beach. And quiet dinners. There's no denying it was Shannon's voice. He has a very distinct voice. The whole Mikey thing. We listened to it. I even let Sean, my brother, listen to it. And he's like, oh yeah, that's Shannon, all right. So he doesn't even know I know this fucking... Actually, someone messaged him going, oh, we know you're Shannon Burke. So he knows. We probably know. So yeah, you listen to the ad. It's like, hi. Hi, my name is Mikey, and I'm in... Oh, wait. Hi, my name is Mikey, and I've been a bad boy. I'm in my playpen wearing my diapers. So, it's obviously a sexual fetish. It's not confusion over adolescence like he tried to claim. Because, fast forwarding again to when they conned my mom out of the house and to sell it. And they all were saying, oh, you're abusive to mom. Oh my God, you're abusive. I'm thinking, abusive? What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, claiming I was abusive. Why? Because I didn't let her drink tea by the gallons and I locked her wallet up? Yeah, I did, because Shannon was stealing her fucking money. And it's funny how none of you give a shit about that. I find that odd. I'm vilified, ignored, blocked, shunned out of the family. Yet Shannon's perfectly fine, eh? He stole thousands of dollars from mom and you don't fucking care? You fucking assholes. Because you're all guilty too of who knows what. Pieces of shit. You're probably horrified that I'm even telling this story. Too bad.
I'm Mikey.
Shannon knew damn well I never fucking abused my mom, and he couldn't defend me? Couldn't defend me. I was so appalled and hurt, and it still fucking hurts now. Like, he should have said, stop saying that, Stephen never did that, he helped out with mom and everything else. But no, he never did. I was on the phone with him, and I said, go wear your diapers, you fucking queer. And he never knew I knew that, or maybe he did, but yeah, fuck off. And perhaps he was mad at me saying that. Too bad. Blame yourself. You're the one wearing the fucking diapers and putting them in the goddamn attic and shitting in them. And it wasn't just that attic. In the garage attic too, I found a Tide box full of more diapers. Yeah. What the fuck? I remember asking him after that, even fast forwarding again, what was with the diapers? Because I asked him, did Dad molest you? I asked him so many times. Nope, never did. Not me. Nope, never did. And it seemed pretty convincing. So I go, well, then what was with the fucking diapers then? And he goes, oh, just adolescence. So, yeah, I can see that. If you had wet dreams, that's going to freak you out. I remember when I first came going, what the fuck's going on here? And the next day I'm jerking off again. Woohoo! but it's kind of scary at first. In wet dream, you're like, what the hell is that? So I can understand that. That's a good excuse, but that's not the excuse, because what are you doing on the Quest phone line going, "Hi, I'm Mikey"? And it's funny you used the word Mikey that was on the diaper when we were really young on the street, side of the street, using the same name. What is it, another personality of yours? And its full name is Shannon Michael James Burke. So Mikey's right in there, and that's your different persona. Just like all these serial killers have different personas. That's like my mom had two different personalities. Are you suffering from that too? This is why you went into psychology and social work, to try and analyze yourself? Perhaps. And there's nothing wrong with that. We're all fucked up to some degree. Life is confusing. Sexuality can be really confusing too. Look at nowadays. Everyone's cutting their dicks off. Girls are taking hormones, growing beards. Everyone's fucked at one point or another. So yeah, when my brother told my mom, "Oh, Steven's not one of us." Damn fucking right I'm not. I'm not a sick pervert. Well, I'm somewhat perverted. I like girls, and I like to get naughty, that's for sure. But I'm not demented. Fuck. I'm not a crook. Well, I did steal stuff when I was younger, like chocolate bars and crap, but not stealing thousands of dollars from my mom. Not stealing all my mom's furniture like my sister did. Not robbing the deposit from a golf store like my brother did. And I think my brother Chris stole all the tools from a work job site. So yeah, they're all crooked, and they're all liberals, and isn't that typical? Isn't that typical? Hey, anyways, I thought, hey, I'll also write a song about this shit. Call it Attic in the Attic. Kind of a tongue twister. How am I going to sing that one? Attic. I can't even say it. Attic in the Attic. Kind of a cool title. And I'll also write about it. Seems like a good spooky kind of song. It suits Halloween. And I haven't even written the song yet. So right now, as I'm speaking, I only have the idea. So the video you're going to see now is what's going to transpire from this moment till I create the video and then add it to the song. And hope you like it. I hope I do too. I have no idea how it's going to go. Let's hope it's good. And happy Halloween. And sorry to freak you out with my family stories, but that's another good one to get off my fucking mind. Fuck.
Not so fast, Steve. There's more in your memory bank. I shall refresh them now.
Oh, I just remembered. Another thing that we discovered, that we know Shannon is still doing this fucking crazy shit with the diapers. He works on a crisis phone line in Stratford Hospital, and you got these mental issues. He's never had a girlfriend, never had sex. Well, I don't know about nowadays. I hope he has. Get a hooker. Go to a rub and tug. Get some fucking action, but don't wear your fucking diapers.
Mama, I'm Mikey.
Fuck, that'll scare the hell out of him. And it scared a nurse who works at a hospital in Seaforth, a town in Ontario here, because sometimes he'd work in Seaforth. Me and Kim met a girl who's a nurse, and she goes, "Oh my God, some guy gives us a creep at the hospital. We find adult diapers laying around in the weirdest places. And the coffee section is a total mess." And Kim goes, "Oh, is his name Shannon?" She goes, "Yes, Shannon Burke, my brother. Creeping people out at the Seaforth Hospital because he's hiding diapers around so people can find them, probably getting off on it, and making a mess when he's making coffee." It's so true. He always did that at my mom's house. Always made a fucking mess. And even he'd sleep at my mom's house, and then behind the bed I found a massive pile of bubble gum. He'd chew the gum and throw it behind the bed, and magazines. Just got some marbles missing. Like, get some fucking help. You have no business being on a crisis phone line or counseling anyone. And he was actually fired in Alberta for doing something fucking creepy. And my brother Sean thinks he was doing something weird in the clothing store with young girls' clothing. And someone saw him doing this, and he got fired. I remember the phone call when he called. My mom's like, What the hell did you do that for? Oh my God, she was mad. So he did something fucked up to get fired from Alberta.
Oh, wait, there's more.
You know, I just remembered something. When I was singing in the UK, in England, doing my solo act, around 2008, my girlfriend Kim was sleeping at my mum's house in London, Ontario, in my room, which was in the basement, and she said she saw Shannon, my oldest brother, standing at the bedroom doorway. Just standing there, just a silhouette of his face, saying nothing, just standing there. Was he hoping to come in and rape her, or hoping she would go, come on in, let's have some fun? Who knows? But she was so freaked out, she went to the kitchen after he left, got a knife and slept with that knife beside her the whole night because she was freaked. Wow, come to think of it, is there a trend here? First the one time with Mary, my girlfriend, when I'm 16, pinning her against a wall like a freak. While we're there too, he got totally overcome by some desire. And then now he's standing at the doorway with Kim in the bedroom at my mom's house, 2008. Getting fired out of Alberta, doing something weird with girls' clothing in a store. People saw him and reported him. The diapers in the fucking attic. Now, I remember something else now too, being at my cousin Lori's house. It was like summer, there was a party going on, and her daughter Tori was in the swimming pool. Shannon jumped the above ground swimming pool. She's floating on an inner tube type thing, and my brother Shannon just jumps into the pool. Doesn't climatize, doesn't get used to it. Most people put their toes in, go, oh my God, it's freezing, right? Just jumps right in, heads right over towards her, and doesn't just push her or splash water on her like a joke. He just puts both hands on each side of the inner tube while she's in the middle and just pumps up and ground like this. No smiling, no laughing, nothing. What was he doing? Fucking her in her mind? And she had the look of bewilderment on her face, and he wasn't laughing, joking, nothing. It was like, did that come over him again in the fucking swimming pool? And that very same day, he was taking quite a few pictures of her in the swimming pool. 1, 2, fine. Not like constantly. And then when Lori's husband, Ron, came into the swimming pool area, my brother sees Ron, has the camera, puts the camera away in his pocket. Because he knew taking all those pictures was some malevolent thoughts behind there. Why hiding the camera when Ron comes in? Then when Ron leaves, the camera comes back out. He also took a thousand pictures of my sister's daughter, Caitlin. Like, sure, he's the godfather of the child, and he'd want to take some pictures, but thousands of fucking pictures? I'm talking thousands. It was fucking obsessive and crazy. I hope there's nothing wrong going on there, but you got the fucking attic, the diapers, the baby bottle, my sister's picture in there, pinning Mary, and etc., etc. There might be a problem here. And some people might think, this is awful that you're exposing this stuff. Why are you talking about this stuff? You know what? If he sees it, maybe it will stop him from doing something really dangerous and stupid and land his ass in fucking jail. So, maybe difficult to watch, to hear, but you know what? It might prevent someone from getting hurt. And if that's the case, so be it. It has to be told, because I hope I'm wrong. But it sure as hell looks suspicious. Anyways, back to the attic video. So yeah, before you fucking judge me, treat me like shit, look in the mirror, all of you. Fuck off. Happy Halloween. Here's my song, Attic in the Attic. I don't know what it's going to be like, and I hope it's good. And happy Halloween.
Something's not right here. Something disturbing, I fear. What's that creaking I hear? Blanket of darkness is near. Oh my God! What the hell? Suitcase of secrets in the corner. What is that disgusting foul odor? Who could have done this up there? The psychotic reasons I can't bear. Couldn't help it. I didn't mean to do it. I had no control. No! No! But I liked it. I liked it. Your voice is up inside his head. What's with the bottle that once fed? Whose fucking image is with that head? Is this a clue to when all this how it began? He's out in the eye. He's out in the eye. He meant to get tortured with hate.
Wow, how about that video? Fantastic. Did I scare the crap out of you? Well, if not, there's flowers blooming in October. That could be scary to some people. Can you believe these flowers are still blooming? Unbelievable. And tomorrow's Halloween. You know, another thing that was beautiful is Niagara Falls here in Canada. I went there in the end of October, Janet's birthday. On the 24th, we went to Niagara Falls, and here's some bonus clips of Niagara Falls. The show was going to end after this video that you just saw, but you know, I thought I'd throw this in because Niagara Falls is beautiful. It was in the fall, and they got some spooky stuff on a street called Clifton Hill. So here's the video now, and check it out. If you've never been to Niagara Falls, here's your chance. Yes, a beautiful weekend in Niagara Falls in October. What beautiful, gorgeous fall weather, and what a great thing to do is come to Niagara Falls. Hey, here I am in Niagara Falls, Ontario, here in October. Believe it or not, beautiful day, and that's the American Falls. And these Niagara Falls join Lake Ontario and Lake Erie. Take a look at this boat. The thing is called Made of the Mist, and it takes you right close to the falls, and everyone has to wear a raincoat because you get completely soaked from the mist created by the falls. And here's the boat leaving the adventure. They're all soaking wet now. And look at the color of the water, just beautiful. And look at this rainbow, unbelievable. From the sun shining through the mist. Absolutely gorgeous. It's always like that. Here's Janet showing the top of the falls. Look at that. What a view. Here's the Niagara River. The water flowing from Lake Erie down over the falls, and that will flow into Lake Ontario. And there's that rainbow again. Absolutely amazing. And again, more people going under or close to the falls, into the mist. It's really windy and cold and raining in a sense from the mist when you go down there. I have no desire to go down there. I don't want to get soaked. No thanks. But look at how gorgeous that water is flowing over the edge. It's amazing. You kind of want to jump in and have a ride over it. It just looks so refreshing. Wow, what a beautiful day here in Niagara Falls, Canada. This is right where the water goes over the falls. Fantastic. What a great view for Janet's birthday here in October. And welcome to Niagara Falls. Look at this girl on her cell phone, and she's at Niagara Falls. What the hell with this new generation? Anyways, look at all the people jam-packed from all over the world here to see Niagara Falls. And it's just in my backyard. It only takes me an hour and a half to drive there. There's the U.S. bridge joining Canada and the U.S. And here I am pointing out the rainbow to Janet like I really need to because it's so freaking obvious. It's right there. But anyways. Oh, here's a statue of Janet. No, sorry. A statue of a guy who crossed the falls in a tightrope in 2015 or something like that. And here's a clip of me talking about it right now. This is some crazy guy named Nick Wallenda in 2012. He successfully crossed the Horseshoe Falls on a tightrope. What an idiot. Should be called Nick Moron. But he survived. Anyways, statue in his honor of being stupid. You know, it's amazing. Everyone sees the Niagara Falls, but they never think about where the water is going. Well, here it is. Niagara River flowing into Lake Ontario. Amazing place to fish. Tons of salmon in there. Look at this gorgeous girl sitting there amongst the fall leaves and the sunny sky. And here's another angle of it. Just gorgeous blue water. What a fantastic fall day coming down to Niagara Falls and the river. There's more people going fishing. They go upriver and they just float down and cast and catch massive salmon. It's phenomenal. I'd love to try that one day. And this is where the water from Niagara Falls ends up flowing into Lake Ontario. Pretty nice. Yeah, so it's great to show you where the water from the falls ends up. I'm on the Canadian side, and that land across from me is the US. And there is an old fortress, Old Fort Niagara. At one time, Canada and the US were at war, and we kicked their ass in 1812. Sorry. Anyways, here's Lake Ontario. And you know what? I'm going to go back to Niagara Falls, show you Clifton Hill,
and why I think this is great to show for a Halloween show. Show these clips, because Clifton Hill is very much like a theme park, and a lot of it is like haunted houses, House of Dracula, Frankenstein, so it's perfect for Halloween. What a fun strip. It's great to come here during the night when you see all the lights in action. But still, just as happening during the daytime. But if you want to see it lit up and looking magical, you come during the night. There's all kinds of casinos here. The Canadian side is the most fun side of Niagara Falls, and we get the best view at the falls too. So if you want to see Niagara Falls, you come to Canada. So look at this. It's like being at a carnival.
This majestic beast will practically eat out of your hand. I don't suggest you try that, though.
Yeah, so this is a House of Mirrors, wax museum or something. It's not a real person talking right there. It's an actual robot. It looks pretty good. But I can't say much for the lion. That's not too believable. Look at that creepy guy in the building looking down from Dracula's haunted castle. Look at the doorway. A skull with big teeth. Enter if you dare. This is amazing for Halloween. It's Halloween all year round in Niagara Falls. It's so fun. This is just the entrance. Imagine what's inside. Look at this guy. Looks like Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment. The haunted house. Another haunted house. Look at the street. What a fun place to come visit. Here's the entrance of the haunted house. There's the butler. There's a skeleton riding the chandelier. Yeah, after watching the Jeffrey Dahmer videos, this is actually more horrifying. There's King Kong. That would be Ripley's, believe it or not, I believe, that building. This is a wax museum of all kinds of characters from movies. And there's Taylor Swift. And man, if that's really her height, she's a big, tall giant of a girl. All kinds of fun places to enter. Ice cream, food, rides. Look at this wheel that you can climb into. Pretty neat. You can get a great view of Niagara Falls in the town from the sky wheel, they call it. And here's people loaded up in the baskets going around for the ride. And right below is the dinosaur golf. They got life-size dinosaurs. It's amazing. They're life-size, like I just said. And they look amazing. Totally well done. So it's very cool to see it. There's a T-Rex. Look at that. Amazing. Look at it compared to the size of people. And check out this fountain, this waterfall. Really neat. Here's another angle of it. It's a really fun place to come visit. And here's another cool thing, a speedway where you ride these go-karts. Look at the lineup of people ready to go on this. And they're off. They're going around. Going like 10 kilometers an hour. But how fun, right? What a fun thing to do. And they go up here and they loop around that building there and go back into where they started. And that's all, folks. Hope you enjoyed it.
Well, how about that? You just had a trip to Niagara Falls. You didn't have to pay a cent. That was fantastic. You know, people pay thousands of dollars to go there. You didn't have to pay a cent. You get to sit home in your underwear on the couch and went there for nothing through my video. Anyways, Halloween is tomorrow, like I said. I must get ready, must get prepared, and it's never too soon to get ready. Try my mask on. Nice. Now a finishing touch. Top hat is a must on Halloween, I would say. And here's an early gift for you. Say trick or treat. Here's a treat for you. And I will see you on the next episode of Road to Rock. Happy Halloween.